Guys, here is a photo which we're gonna edit just like Calop. So we're gonna duplicate this layer by pressing Ctrl J from the keyboard. Now all you're gonna do is let's duplicate it from a whole new image. So now let's crop the image for our Instagram ratio, that is 8:10 ratio or 4:5. So just adjust it in such a way that your photo would look perfect for your Instagram uploads. So here I have almost completed our process of making the cropping. You can just adjust it by your way. Now just hit OK. Now just drag and drop over here the other image, because there is a light, very perfect, very much lightish effect or the whitish effect that is there on the left side of the model image. So I'm gonna just put this image or the bokeh image on this person. So just let's open this photograph. Just go to the filter, select the Gaussian blur and just make it to box blur, or you can also use the Gaussian blur also, and just drag it and drop over here. And now I'm gonna just reduce the saturation of this layer of the forest. So just click on the clipping mask and just make it the bluish kind of color and just make a saturation to +34 or something like that. Now just merge both the layers, right click on it and select merge layers, and now I'm gonna just place it. Now go to the edit and select the free transform and just stretch it on the whole area of the image by pressing Ctrl T. Now I'm gonna add the layer mask on it and select the brush tool, select the soft round brush and select the black color. Make sure you have selected the black color and just paint it where you want to delete the area. Where you want to erase this portion, you can just paint at that point. So you can just erase it, because I am not using the eraser tool, because by using the layer mask you can undo the selection if you want to add more background or remove some kind of a background. So you can this do later on also. So we are doing this process with the help of layer mask. Now we have done. Now all we're gonna do is let's just decrease some opacity to around 0 would be pretty much perfect, I guess. So here we have made a pure black and white effect. Now let's erase some more portion from here. Now this one is looking quite cool. So here let's create new layer and select the paint bucket, and we're gonna just pick this color from here and just fill it, because we want to make it look more darker. So we're gonna just paint it. Here we're gonna select the brush tool and just erase it from here, so that the background layer would be pretty much look perfect and look blackish effect which we want. So now we're gonna just go to the open file and click on open, and let's just browse this bokeh image. Just drag it and drop over here, press Ctrl U from the keyboard and just remove this in a bluish color effect from the photograph, and just decrease the saturation of this color and change the blending mode. Select the Ctrl L from the keyboard to make a levels and change the blending mode to screen, and just add this bokeh image wherever you want. You can just add it. These are totally up to you. Now add still more levels in order to remove the haze of this bokeh. Now you can erase it, some unwanted bokeh particles which you don't want from the image, with the help of eraser tool. Now just place it the subject or this image where you want. Just drag it and add a layer mask on it and select again the brush tool and just erase the unwanted particles or the unwanted area where you don't want this effect. And you can see the difference. Here's the before and here's after. This one looking quite cool. We have to keep in mind, because I want to remove that white region or the white light on the background. So I am doing this whole process. You can also click directly in that bokeh effect photograph. Here I was not having that kind of bokeh effect on the background, so I am doing this process. Now again, let's just press Ctrl J and duplicate this bokeh effect, bokeh layer, and just erase it from there. You can erase the unwanted particle with the help of eraser tool, and just remove this bokeh images from here by using the eraser tool. You can just decrease some opacity also, just make it is totally up to you. And you can see the difference. Here was the before, and here we have placed this image to make it look more amazing, or to add a blackish effect on the image. So we have added this lights over here. Just add a little bit of blackness over here and you are done. Now the next thing we're gonna do is let's close all this window. Also, let's close this bokeh image. Now go to the file, click on open, and let's add some kind of particles to the photographs. Here are the cartoon particles, which you can download it from the links down given in the description. Just drag and drop over here, and you can place wherever you want to place. You can always place this stars and any cartoon effect or toys effect particles or the subjects. Now here is the image. Now you can just erase it or remove the particles, bokeh effect or the PNG from the background where you don't want. Now I'm gonna just select this particular toy image and just keep it somewhere over here. Let's select open the reference image. Here is our reference image. Now we're gonna edit just like this. So all you're gonna do is just select this star image, and we're gonna place it near the eyes or the face of the model. So let's just select this particle or the cartoon effect. Just right click on it and select layer copy cut option, or you can also use copy option. Flip it horizontal. Now just place it somewhere over here. Make sure it should look more realistic. That is the key point of our editing. Now you can see the difference. Here was the image, and now we're gonna just make it just like this. So let's just duplicate, or let's just add stars near face, glowing effect. So let's here select this star layer from here. Just enlarge or decrease the size of it a little bit. Press Ctrl L from the keyboard to make it look more darker, and just hit OK. Now just right click on it and select blending options. From there you can just cue the outer glow, and here we're gonna just increase the size and just decrease the spreading. Select the color, that would be our yellowish color, because the star is actually the yellow of color. So we're gonna use this yellow color and decrease some of the opacity from here. Just decrease the spreading just to 1 to 3% will be pretty much perfect, and select the increased opacity and just hit OK. Now you can see the difference. It is really looking very pretty perfect and kind of amazing. Now we're gonna just do the same process on this part also. So first of all, we'll select this, press Ctrl J from the keyboard to make a duplication. Now we're gonna just paint it to red color and just hit OK. Now press Ctrl T from the keyboard and just decrease the size of this toy PNG and just place it somewhere over here, and place this over here and over this image. Now all you're gonna do is just select the pen tool, and we're gonna make a reflection of the make a light coming from the mobile phone. So we have to create that kind of that lighting effect in the photograph. So we're gonna just use the pen tool and just select this area where you want to add this effect. So let's just select this kind of area from here to here and press right click on it and select make selection option, or you can directly press Ctrl Enter from the keyboard to make a selection of this particular area. Now create new layer, select the brush tool and select the whitish color from here and just paint it in such a way that it should look original, and people should be able to identify that the original light is coming from the mobile phone to directly on the face. So we have to do that kind of lighting effect from the mobile. So you should do that kind of realistic editing. So you can see the difference. Now it is really looking very amazing. Now we're gonna just reduce this harsh light effect. So all you're gonna do is, first of all, we will just erase this harsh light from here. So just select the eraser tool and just delete it a little bit. Now we're gonna just place it below this layer and just you can just place it. Now you can see here the shadow is kind of merged one, and our lighting effect is actually very pretty much sharp. So we're gonna just reduce it and just make a gradient of this lighting effect. We're gonna place this toy image below the light effect, and now we're gonna just erase make the lighting effect to gradient. So all you're gonna do is just select the light layer and select the eraser, make the soft round brush eraser, decrease some opacity and flow. This is totally up to you what kind of light effect or the harsh sharp light effect you want. You can always use, but I want to make it look more realistic, so I'm gonna just make it more gradient and a perfect. So I'm gonna try it with a different kind of adjustment with the help of opacity. So let's just erase it from here, increase the size of the brush and the opacity. Now this one is looking quite cool and original, kind of realistic. Light is coming actually from the phone. It is really looking pretty much perfect and close to our realism. So I'm gonna just copy the layer style of this and just paste it over here and change the blend color of this to bluish tone. So you can see now it is looking very perfect. That effect of the glowing this particle. And now I'm gonna give the same effect glowing to this layer also. Just right click on it and select paste, double click on this icon and just change the color of this outer glow to greenish color. Whatever kind of the cartoon is, you can just give that kind of color effect to it with the help of outer glow. Just do the same process and add red color outer glow to this photo also. Now I'm gonna just add some more cube particles or the cube toys to the photo. So just open this image and just drag and drop over here, press Ctrl T and just place it anywhere over here. Wherever you want you can just place it, but I'm gonna keep it somewhere over this portion. And let's just make a duplication, copy layer style and just paste it to this cube particles. right click on it and select paste. Now you can see the color of the cube is actually very much saturated, so I'm gonna just decrease a little bit of saturation of this cube, and let's open the reference image. Here the cube particle is actually magenta or the reddish pink color, so I'm gonna change the color of this. Press Ctrl U from the keyboard and just make it to kind of magenta purple color. Here is the perfect tone which I want, so just hit OK, and again double click on this effect layer and go to the outer glow and just select the magenta color from there and hit OK. Now the neon color or the outer glow is of magenta, which is actually looking pretty much perfect. Now I'm gonna just duplicate this star image and press Ctrl D and just decrease the size of this, and I'm gonna paste it somewhere over here. You can also press the Ctrl key and just drag it from one portion of the image in order to decrease that it is the stars are actually flying. Select the eraser tool and I'm gonna just delete this portion from here. Here is the lining, it was remaining to be deleted, so I'm gonna just erase it from here. Now this one is looking cool. Now go to the file, click on open, and let's add this coin to our image. So just drag and drop over here, place it above all the layers, and we're gonna just decrease the size by pressing Ctrl D and Alt and Shift key from the keyboard, and let's just place it somewhere over here, and just do the same process by adding the glow. Copy the layer style and just paste, right click on it and paste. So it will create outer glow of this neon effect cartoon, which will make your photograph to look amazing. Now we're gonna add a fairy dust to the photograph. So here is the fairy dust, just drag and drop over here, change the blending mode to screen, and just we're gonna paste it near the mobile screen or the mobile lighting effect. Press Ctrl D and just make the color of this to kind of bluish effect and just hit OK. Now press Ctrl D and just adjust it somewhere over here. Again we're gonna just paste, press Ctrl J from the keyboard and paste it somewhere over this cartoon image. Select the eraser tool and just delete unwanted fairy dust particle where you don't want. You can just erase it, unwanted dots. So now let's just select this photo, or let's just delete some more particles from here. This is totally up to you. Whatever kind of particles you want, you can just keep it. Let's just increase the size of this neon color and just the opacity of this color and just hit OK. Now go to the adjustment and select the photo filter, and we're gonna add a warm color or cooling filter to the photograph to make it look more deep bluish effect. It should look like night portraits, so we're gonna just add a cool effect to it. So let's just place it below all these cartoon effect layers. Only the subject layer should be affected of this photo filter. So you can see the difference. Here's the before and here's after. Now I'm gonna just merge all the layers. Before merging all the layers, I'm gonna add some more bokeh particles to it. So first of all, we're gonna just merge all the layers. Select the crop option and just crop it. Now go to the file, click on open, and let's just browse this bokehs. particles or the bouquets, image, and just place it on about the layer. Just drag and drop, press Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and just paste it by pressing Ctrl V. Now just make the changing as blending mode to screen. Press Ctrl L from the keyboard to make it more darker. Now I'm gonna just place this bokeh image at this portion, and I'm gonna just delete the unwanted bokeh particle which I don't want with the help of eraser tool or by adding a layer mask. Select the brush tool and let's paint the whole to black color. And now select the brush tool and just make sure to select the white color and just paint the area where you want that bokeh effect and just paint it. Now here, if you don't want, you can just erase it by again selecting the black color and just paint where you don't want. So you can see the difference. Now this one is looking quite cool. You can now press Ctrl J from the keyboard and make a duplication of this bokeh particles, and let's just place it somewhere over here. Let's just place it over here. Select the eraser tool and just do the same process. Remove the unwanted bokeh particle from the image. This is also totally up to you. If you want these particles, you can just keep it, but over bokehs, that dots are not needed. It will look unreal, so I recommend you to delete. Only just keep the less bokehs to the photo to give the photograph a natural effect. That is our key point in our editing. We have to keep in mind that your photo should look more realistic. Now we're gonna just merge all the layers. Right click on it and select merge layers, and let's just crop the image. Now all we're gonna do is just the last process is to color grade the photograph. So we're gonna just go to the filter, select the camera filter, and do the all color correction adjustment to the photograph to make it look more and more enhanced and realistic. So here is the final touch up which we gonna give to the photograph. So the very first thing we're gonna do is just add a temperature to -13 to get this warm and cool effect, and add a primary color, and so we're gonna just decrease it to -34 to get that teal color touch to the photo. Now select the aqua tone and just make a little bit of aqua, so to -18 would be pretty much perfect, and select the bluish color, and just don't do too much of blue color because we don't want too much of aqua. Just a little bit of tint would be pretty much perfect on the blue color. Now select the calibration of the red tone and just play with the saturation. Just make sure to maintain the perfect skin tone. So you can just do it all the way up to you, or you can also give the preset or apply the preset to this photo, but I suggest you to do manually because every photo is different. So we're gonna just do it as whatever kind of effect you want, you can give it. Just decrease some highlights from the face region and increase the whiteness effect on the face in order to get that perfect look to the photo. Now you can see the difference. It is really looking very, very amazing. Now let's just add a contrast a little bit in order to enhance the photo, and just decrease a little bit of black would be pretty much perfect. -1 or +1 or -3 or 2 would be pretty much perfect. Let's just make it some more pinkish, so make it to +1. Let's add some clarity if you want, otherwise it is okay. Add a vibrance a little bit to +10, 20. Now again let's just add a sharpness on the photo a little bit. If you want, you can add. Now the important thing is to add highlights. The highlights should be of the yellow color, you know, because we want to give that bring back the face, you know, color or the skin tone. So we're gonna just add the highlights to kind of, you know, reddish gold effect or the reddish gold color, and just make sure to, you know, get that the shadows to perfect tealish blue color, because we want whole photo to look very much tealish bluish tone. So we're gonna just select that color and just make a little bit of saturation to +7 to get that perfect night effect, and it will look amazing, guys. So finally here we have almost done our process. So you can see the difference. It is really looking very amazing. So guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, then just hit the like button, and if you still not subscribed yet, then subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified of our videos and presets. Also visit our website, that is www.ashvircreations.com. From there also you can just download all the stuff just for free. So you can see the difference. Here's the before and here is the after. Also guys, don't forget to check out our second website, that is www.filterpreset.com. On that website also we're gonna upload soon the most creative and the powerful presets just for free. So stay tuned on that website also. And also guys, don't forget to follow us on Instagram to get latest updates of our videos and presets. Also visit our, and also guys, don't forget to, you know, give a big thumbs up on this video. So guys, thank you for watching, and bye bye till the next video. Till then guys, be creative, be awesome.